it's safe to say I'm falling in love with curly hair, and no, it's not clip-ins. No, it's not a sew-in. No, these are not micro anything, baby girl. I am doing tree braids for the very first time. Thanks to HOTBRAIDS, I was able to create this beautiful, moment with you guys. Now, you can never have too many spray bottles, and this one was magnificent. I'll share it with you in just a bit. I love that I always get a bunch of different tools too, because your girl always tend to just break the freaking ragtail combs. Like, how does it even happen? I don't know. But they sent me a bunch of different sample pieces of hair. Why did I say it like that? Sample pieces of hair, just so you can kind of get a feel for like what each texture looks like, so that you know what to order according to your hair texture. So if you need to run that back a couple times, do it. Now, have some discretion, because we know 4B, 4C hair, technically it may look even kinkier than what they have in front of us, but the goal is just to make this process super easy. And like, if you wanted to do mini twists, if you were looking to do tree braids or even crochet, babes, literally this is gonna make it a little bit easier. So hey, stick with it, get with it, stay with me. Okay, y'all, they also sent me a little wrap. I don't know if it was a scarf or wrap, it don't matter, but y'all know I am the queen of either a bucket hat, some type of hat. I'm always wearing a hat, girl. The hat is low-key, high-key my bonnet. So yeah, I can never have too many scarves either. Let's just be honest. I decided that I was going to go in with their 3B, 3C texture. If I'm not mistaken, I need to double check that. I feel like that's right, but let me double check, because I definitely don't want y'all like over here like, Chrissy, wait, hold up. What did you get? So I got exactly 5 packs of their 22 inches 3B, 3C texture. I had already pre-washed, blown out my hair, and added, of course, all my oils. I did a castor oil, leave-in conditioner, the Mazzani leave-in conditioner, just all the things, okay? Of course, all the products that I use typically are linked somewhere on the video, so you can literally click, buy it, get it yourself type thing, or also check the description box. Neither here nor there, girl. Tree braids, y'all, I underestimated what this process really was. I'm not going to say it was really complicated, but I will say, if you are not the best at cornrowing, you're going to want to really put some muscle into it and really, really learn how to connect the braids in very tight patterns, okay? If you are a loose braider, like how loose those twists are, you will not really have fun doing this style, and you're probably gonna like waste a lot of hair. So to avoid that, you want to make sure that you are braiding tightly. I am literally adding in a strand probably every 1, 2. So like, I'm gonna, get ready to braid 1, 2. Literally, I wish y'all can see what I'm doing, because I said it twice. And I want y'all to understand, like, if you are going to be putting left over right over left type situation, say 1, 2 as you're doing that, add a piece of hair, leave it out. Okay, this is the gist of this. I'm gonna like do this quite a few times, so in case you guys need to see it, run it back. You are going to, at this point, have to have already attempted a feed-in braid. If you have never attempted it, listen, I got another method. I really do. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share it with you, a quick hack as well. So if you are not the best braider and you actually just want to install these like in a crochet method, that actually could work too. I'm going to show you how I actually use the crochet method to kind of close in some of the gappy spots, because as y'all know, this is my very first time ever doing tree braids. And from all the videos that I watched, literally it looks like they were just leaving out a little bit of hair in the front. So like, as soon as I was going to start that front braid, I literally would take a little bit of hair, already flip it out before even really starting the braid. That was perfect, because it kind of just helps to create a bang and kind of close everything in. But I was having this issue where the braids were exposed. So what happened on the right side didn't happen on the left side because of the way that I was feeding in the hair. Typically, if you're going to be doing tree braids, you could feed in hair front, side, left, right, center. But because I was not doing that to create fullness around both the left and the right side of the braid, y'all, literally my braid was exposed, which was fine. I still had it pretty full. I didn't overuse hair. At this point, we're about a bundle in. So I was like, okay, I'm looking good. Y'all know I'm never afraid to try anything. And honestly, by the time we finished this, I was completely happy and satisfied with myself. But if you are a beginner and when I say beginner, girl, we holding that with a grain of salt. You should know how to at least put your hair in a cornrow. And after that, the braids don't actually have to be super neat. Nobody's going to see them. The smaller the braid, the more hair you can kind of easily put into your head. I decided to not do too many braids. I think did I have 8 braids? 10 braids, I don't know. Y'all are gonna have to count for me again. If you see it, put it in the comment section. That way I know when somebody's gonna ask. I'm gonna have to go back and like look. But if you can help me out, babe, just put it down below so I can pin your comment and like people will already see it. But you see what I'm saying? So I ended up going through with a crochet needle, adding hair around my braid, literally just tying it 2 times, bop, 1 more time, bop. What is the bop? I can't. Anyway, and yeah, I set the hair into place. It created this like illusion part method. 10 out of 10 recommend, baby. If you have never had any type of vacation hair, it's safe to say this might just be it. I mean, seriously. First of all, y'all saw that I had done a flip over with crochet hair in a previous video. But if you are somebody that wants no hair left out at all, you don't even want to have to think about blending, I'm telling you, install it this way. This is like foolproof. I did not want to take this style out my hair. Honestly, I wish I could have just continued to like shape it up more. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a bit, but literally there's so many different ways to kind of seal the end. On one hand, and I don't know if y'all caught on to this, but in the beginning of the video, or earlier in the video, I actually did like a little bantu knot. Once I got to the end of my braid, I would like flip it up upon itself, wrap it around, use the very end of the curly piece to kind of secure it, almost like I was rubber banding it. And in some sections, I actually did go in with rubber band. I'm like, girl, this is not holding. Y'all know how I feel about rubber bands. That's not the solution. So on this side, I decided instead of me actually, going in with a rubber band and kind of secured, or me having to do this bantu knot, is it going to come out? Is it not? I braided it all the way down, just like I would like a regular cornrow, added a little bit more braiding hair to the end so I could have a clear view of like, Chrissy, that's not your hair, okay? Do not cut this area. Now, because it's 22 inches and obviously I'm braiding it in, I'm not getting the full length. Like, yeah, it's 22 inches, but in some areas, like at the top where I crocheted it in, I'm gonna now get half that length just simply because, I kind of parted it or crocheted in and now it's literally in half. So keep that in mind. You definitely, if you are wanting a fuller look, get longer hair. If you're okay with it being super short, a little teeny weeny afro or a medium afro, definitely get a shorter length. That'll work for you. Now, I know y'all are probably like, Chrissy, well, how many packs did you actually use? I had ended up using about 4 packs. And I'm saying it like that because I had no intention on using that many packs of hair. But when there were pieces that just weren't going in the right way, instead of me taking the time to like readjust the hair and kind of line the little pieces back up, like, girl, no, I just would literally sit it to the side and keep it moving. Now at the end, I did bundle everything together. So I still have roughly almost a full 2 packs of hair left over. Just if that kind of helps to give you a perspective, you can spread this out as much as you need to. I tried to make sure that it was fuller around my ears. I also made sure it was fuller towards the top, the center areas, but in some of those like temple spots, girl, you're gonna see what I'm talking. Like, literally, I'm not gonna say there were patches, but it was definitely not as full in all areas, just because it's curly hair. Like, it's gonna bunch up upon itself. The main thing is gonna be for those pieces to be covered at the top. In some instances, I would go in and kind of shape the hair just a little bit, but I didn't do a full-blown layering because y'all know I want to be able to take this out and put it back in with no problem, cut it a little bit shorter, shape it even more, because I know that's always the biggest question. Chrissy, this hair is freaking expensive. How can I reuse it? The same way you could technically reuse the hair that you use from your mini twist, you could do the same with this. Because if you wanted to do mini twist with this hair, totally could. I am just opting in for a curly look. It's super freaking versatile, and to my surprise, tree braids are not as hard as I thought. Do y'all remember the freaking tree braids? Like, these are not the tree braids I remember from back in the day. So I don't know. A real braider, one of y'all, please help me out. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Like, y'all know I'm not one of those people. Please let me know. Don't let me crash into a brick wall. I want to be stopped, okay? Definitely let me know, what could I have improved on? What was I supposed to be doing? Is this the right way? Because I'm not sure. This is literally my first time ever, and I figured it's curly hair. As long as I can get all the pieces in, your baby girl gonna be able to style it, okay? Because that was the only thing I could think to myself. Girl, at this point, I was like, okay, I've been doing my hair for just about an hour and a half, so not too bad. I actually wasn't too disappointed. But this is the moment where I started to realize, oh, I could have shaped my bangs the entire time. You see what I did there? Okay. If you pull the hair in, and obviously the more hair that you gather into that braid. So if you're just using like the very tips of the hair every single time, when you go to brush that hair out, a lot of strands are going to come out because you're literally using the end pieces, which are supposed to be like more thinned out. You'll kind of see, like, this is one of those things where you have to like just be in that moment to experience it. If you understand anything about feeding in hair, you definitely don't want to feed in the thin area. I'll just say that. Feed in the thicker end of the curl, and then of course go from there, because that's just going to make sure that your hair is not, you know, shedding out, falling out, all the things. But so far so good. I was like, okay, this is a good density. It actually looks more on the natural side. Like if I wanted to, I could have went row by row and actually just crocheted in a lot more hair, but I decided, no, let's just go more for the natural look. We're not giving Erykah Badu over the top afro like I did with my little flip over. We're going to go straight up natural look, add a few, maybe a couple cut pieces here or there wherever it's needed. But y'all will see once it's wet, I love how it really just looks so natural. The hair was super freaking soft. And to me, after wearing it for a little over 2 weeks, I definitely would say that the hair was super manageable. So 10 out of 10 on that one. And y'all know at this point, if you're seeing the hair on my channel, this is something that I have tested, tried, and believe in. I feel like I've been doing this for so many years now. I can just talk to a hair company and I'm like, this is not going to be it. I don't know if y'all know, but I have done a ton of consulting for a lot of brands over the years. And so I can tend to, you know, just kind of see where the next hair trends and patterns are going. I'm super happy and excited to see so many of us embracing our curls, wearing more natural styles. And even if the styles are going to be extensions of some sort, we are getting, you know, just to a certain understanding or getting on the same page with like, hey, let's embrace that natural look and still protect our hair in the meantime. And because this is human hair, of course, when I go to wash my own hair, condition, shampoo, all the things, I could do it in these braids. My hair, the extensions, all of it will be nourished just the same. So I can not only keep my hair nice, healthy, and happy, I'm definitely going to be able to maintain the curls of the human hair also. Because there's no point in buying this hair if you're going to just have to keep like throwing it away and all those things. Another option, I actually thought about this. I was like, you know what? If I didn't have to do these tree braids, okay? And when I say have to, I was like, girl, I have to try this because I'm getting tired of me stalking all the girls on like TikTok because I was seeing so many great installations. I'm like, I have to do this. But future me is also like, when I go to install this hair again, I straight up want to put the hair on a wig, whether it's like, I don't know, like a little open net type of wig situation, or literally me hot gluing the hair to a cap. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all give me some suggestions. Y'all know I'm an innovator and I will try anything so that you don't have to. So I love when y'all give me ideas. And back to what I was saying about that spray bottle. Okay, sometimes, well, y'all know my old school one that I have, girl, I got it forever ago, can't even remember where, but I literally, my fingers, my hands will get tired from just like constantly having to do that. Girl, this is like a one press. Okay, why am I making all these sound effects? That's crazy. Literally, this is like a one press and the hair just continues to miss. So it's like, I love it. And no, obviously I do know that these have been on the market before, but this is my first time actually using one and really liking it. Some of the other ones I've had before, they end up breaking after a week, and this one is still doing good, okay? So yes, and I didn't go in with any type of leave-in conditioner, no type of gel, no type of anything at this point, just straight up water. And y'all see, it's literally no problem at all to just go ahead and detangle, which at this point I don't even feel like it was a detangling. It's more of just really kind of setting that curl pattern into place, because y'all know anytime you get that human hair just anywhere, unless it's going to be straight up virgin hair, unprocessed, never touched, nothing, typically it's going to come with a pattern that is not going to be the true pattern. So you're going to have to wash it. You could even wash it and condition it beforehand if you wanted to, but I decided not to do that. I literally installed it straight up out the gate. There was no smell, no itchiness, no yucky feeling about it at all. Hot braids, one thing I do know is that I'm always going to get a ton of goodies, and the hair is going to do what it says it's going to do. So if I ever had to do mini twists again, I absolutely would like to see what it would look like in this texture. I think that would be super cute. Maybe, since this is a 3B, 3C, I would probably go closer to like a 3C, 4A, just so I get that like soft curl on the end. But yeah, I don't know. But I am very curious to hear what you guys think about it so far, because I feel like this was a full transformation. This went from soft little twist, flat twist on my head to some really cute little curls. And the thing is, I want nothing more than to be able to just wake up and go. Like, that's really a luxury to say the freaking least. It really is. So if I can just literally put a little bit of water on here, don't have to worry about blending any leave out, don't have to worry about really doing much. The only thing I would do in between time, of course, is to continue to make sure like I'm taking care of my scalp. So I would take like my Sacred Scalp Balm, go through my scalp, every so often use the scalp refreshing spray, just to kind of make sure that it's no buildup and I'm still like my hair is nice and hydrated. I would even go through with like the spray bottle every so often, the spray bottle of water against my scalp too, because I don't know, I just like the way it feels for my hair to have a little mist of water at least once every 2 days, which is why I don't really wear my hair straight. I know y'all are probably like, Chrissy, do more natural styles on your natural hair. I'm like, girl, no, because if I did that, I feel like I would have an afro every single day, and it's just not realistic. Like, I don't want to have to manipulate my fro every day either. So yeah, no, sorry girl, you might get a natural style every now and then. Now it is time for me to do a trim. So I will actually be showing you guys of course an updated little hair care moment. So I got to do a silk press, a quick little trim, and well, I guess I said that out of order. I'm also going to do a demi permanent. Usually I dye my hair jet black around every fall or winter time, just so that it, you know, it just gives me that vibe, especially since we're going into silk press season. Now the one, actually 2 products I did add in case y'all missed it was the Pattern Beauty mousse. That is just my go-to if I'm going to be having some, you know, some curly hair, because it's super soft and it definitely kind of has a little shine to it too. It feels thick and robust, almost like a deep conditioner. So I really, really like that mousse. And then I just kind of sealed the cuticles, okay? So really locking that curl and just the shine of it all with the Caritas elixir oil also. But like I said, everything I've been using will be linked on the video. Hopefully you can just click it and it's right there for you. And I was even playing with like some pinup looks. I'm like, okay. The frizzier the hair gets, y'all, we got options. I'm feeling this. So, of course, a couple days later, more like 3 to 4 days later, okay, I decided I was not actually going to do a wash and go on this hair for probably another week. So, at this point, I was like, it's starting to get bigger and bigger, but let's really take it up through there. Girl, tongue side, okay? I'm so silly. Yeah, so I took my pick. And the comb that I showed you before, that was from the Sacred line too. It's just a wide tooth comb. Sometimes you really got to go in with that original afro, okay? Afro pick is what I did. You just literally go through, kind of tease the hair at the roots. You could even take a rat tail comb, you know, a fine tooth comb. Just go through at some of the roots to really kind of beef it up. One thing that I did notice that I forgot to point out earlier is because I literally braided my hair exactly straight back cornrows, the middle part of my head, I just felt like, even though I made it look nice, y'all will get a full view, you see what I'm saying? I made it look nice. I absolutely should have taken that middle braid and connected it, like one on one side, one on the other side, connected straight down the middle. That way it would fill in that gap. So almost like a Y shape is the braid pattern I should have done on that middle braid. That would have just connected everything, so then it would give the illusion of like, oh, she has just like a middle part. Whereas I had to really, really tease that middle section so it didn't look like I had 2 split halves of braids or curls. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this. I'm really proud of myself. Girl, your girl has done it again, unlocked a new style. I'm convinced I can do everything. And because it's silk press season, you already know we're about to get into some of the versatile quick weaves, clip-ins, sew-ins, all the things. So if you are new here, welcome. Now's a great time to subscribe. If you've already been a part of Sunflower Gang, hey baby, welcome back. So good to see you. Okay, I haven't said Sunflower Gang in so long. Sunflower family, I love y'all. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. This was actually, I was going to church. I had to show y'all. The hair was just getting bigger and better. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, babies.